Hello and welcome back. This is 28, part 2, and we're going to finish the skybox. So, to start out with, I want to set the energy down on the Hemi light to 0.386. Doesn't really matter, just that area. Make sure your lights are low too. Okay. And I've got everything parented to my camera, and got the plane and the dome. To create the sky, I'm going to select the outer or the dome, and this is kind of how I set it up. I'm going to add the object to new, and I'm going to make it this area of blue. Okay. Also, I'm trying to remember everything I do. Okay, add a texture. Actually, two. Well, one is good. Go to the textures panel, and I'm going to add clouds. Now this is important. You need to set the clouds up to about 1, and the depth is 6. Alright, you can just play around with these as much as you want, the settings here, to get the color and stuff, but primarily I'm just going to give this type of contrast. Alright, so now you have a texture on your material. Go to map 2 and hit normal and displacement and bring them up. So select texture, map 2, normal, or NOR and displacement, and bring these two values up. This will create like clouds and stuff. Pretty cool. I need to make this a darker blue because we're getting the wrong look. Okay. Now I'll select our plane and add new. I'm going to just make this a really dark brown. I guess you could have grass and stuff over this, so you wouldn't really see it too much. I'm going to add the texture, and I usually add which one is aggressive? Okay. I usually add like this, so Musgrave, I think, and what you do is go to Rigged, okay, and you can play with these settings around. And I usually try to get this, it looks like quartz or veins of rock or something. I'm going to add the color band in. Alright, I'm going to set this to black on this side and like a dark or tan color. You can see it right there. So, and you should get this type of effect. So with the same as before, now you have your texture on your material. Just go, oh, I almost forgot. Nope, not on this, never mind. Okay, go to map 2, normal, and displacement, bring them up. Alright, and that will give you your earth type of look. Oh, that's way too much, whoops. Bring down the normal a little bit, displacement. Okay, sorry about that. Go to your camera view, and I'm going to pause it, and when you come back you'll see the rendered. Welcome back, and here is the rendered version. Alright, so let's see here. This is our clouds, okay? We created the texture, and it has the normal and displacement. We have the ground with normal and displacement. Now you can not use the ground. I just did that for an example, so you can see how it affects. Another thing is you also can add more textures to add more detail in here, and it'll look a lot better. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Usually I use this skybox because all the other ones that I've tried with the 360 images and everything, it never turns out to look like there's sun coming through here, and doesn't look as great. There's a bunch of skybox ideas out there, but I just find that mine is the winner. Anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna cap over what we've done. So here is the here's our plane. Okay, I've just added the brown with some texture and just played around with that, and just for both of them, for the dome and the ground, just hit normal and displacement and bring the values up. Things to look out for: you need to make sure you set it to smooth in the edit buttons, or else this will not work at all. And add a subsurf. I do. You don't. I guess you wouldn't have to, but it'll look really choppy. All right. Disadvantages of using a skybox would be if something goes outside of the skybox, then it just disappears automatically. You can give it an alpha, and I'll show you. So, okay, so select your dome and just bring down the alpha, and then your shaders. Yeah, so bring down your alpha value, which is right here, and hit Z transparent. Alright, and that way you can see outside of the skybox for as much it'll let you. I'll render that and show you. Okay, I'm not gonna render the full thing, but I set the world settings to the background to be completely red, and with the Z transparent, with the alpha down a little bit, you can see right through the clouds. So to view again. Alright, to view what I just did, I went to the world settings and hit all red and brought down the alpha and hit Z transparent, and that's how it's done. I'll teach you how to animate the skybox in the next tutorial.